Guys, what's going on? I hope you guys are well. I hope you guys are staying safe. I hope everything's good wherever you are. Guys, I really enjoyed the live stream today. Really enjoyed the live stream. Before we get into it, smash the like button, hit the subscribe button, share the video. I appreciate your support. Guys, the live stream was unbelievable. I really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it. You know what the thing is with our live streams? They're so long. So sometimes it can get really, you know what? And then you have more people come on, and then it gets, it just gets longer and longer and longer and longer and longer. And it's kind of like, when do I tell it to cut off? I think 3 hours is too long. I think because we're on holiday now, or I'm on holiday for another week or so, it's okay now because I'm on holiday. So I don't mind doing the live streams and we can go on long. It's just, when obviously we get back to normal, it's just, I think the live streams are a little bit too long, but at the minute I don't mind. We can go on as long because we're all on holiday. So yeah, it's not bad. I don't mind doing live streams. I enjoy talking to you guys. Hopefully as we get more people on, the numbers do start to grow. I feel like we've got a community building up. And a lot of these YouTube channels that are very successful in the boxing field, I feel like they've built up a community. Whereas I think I can potentially get bigger and bigger and bigger over time. It might take ages, but over time our channel could grow, because I feel like because if you guys have more of a feel of the channel where you're coming on, giving your opinion, and you probably have more of a connection than you have on when you go on other channels, which don't really do that. They don't really, allow people come on. Whereas when you come on my channel, you feel like, yeah, I can come on and I can say what I want and give your opinions. So it probably gives you a more, you feel like, yeah, it's a channel that I'm closely linked with, because I'm going to come on and I'm going to give my opinion. Whereas other channels just kind of do their own thing. They talk while other people, well, I guess certain channels are getting a lot of people in the live streams. Like some of them have like 400, 500, 600 people in the live stream. So I can understand that if they start doing what I do, right, it'll be too much. I think even if I was to get to that kind of level, it'll be too much. So I'd have to, then nail it down or have a, I can only get 10 on anyway. Think about it, with the numbers that I get, I sometimes have like 7, 8 on. But imagine if I had like 600 people in the stream, right? Imagine how many people would want to come on. There'll probably be like 50 people that want to come on. So like I said, if it does get to that level, there'll be loads of people. Sometimes there are loads of people that just want to stay in the chat and give their thoughts in the chat. It was really good to have Dundada on. I really enjoyed having him on. I actually haven't seen Dundada in the comments of my video, so I was like, where's Dundada gone? But I know he's there. But yeah, it was great having Dundada on the stream. Just putting a voice to a name, is always good. And Dundada actually came on and made some really good points. So I really enjoyed his viewpoint. Obviously Ray, he's always giving great opinions. Little Penny, man, these are guys that always, they keep it 100 on the stream. So yeah, really enjoyed it, man. Really enjoyed it. I think it was great, and it's always great. Our live streams are always good, and we always, like I said, I always enjoy it. I always enjoy talking to you guys and talking boxing. It's always fun. It's always great to do these streams, and we'll do more in the future. Of course, we're not going to stop now. We're deep in. This is something that I'm probably going to do for as long as I can do it. It's become a part of my life. And hopefully it keeps growing and growing. And I feel like it's a non-biased channel. I give my opinion. Some of you may like it, some of you may not. But yeah, it is what it is. And that's why I allow you on. I think the videos are just for me to give my opinions on certain things. Whereas I think the live stream is more inclusive of you guys getting an opportunity to come on and give your thoughts and that side of the story. But in this video, I wanted to talk about Gervonta Davis. I wanted to talk about Ryan Garcia. I wanted to talk about Anthony Joshua and Alexander Usyk. Gervonta Davis and Ryan Garcia. A lot of people were asking me, on Instagram, how that fight plays out. You know what? I I the other day went and watched some of Gervonta Davis's fights and Ryan Garcia's fights. And after watching it, you know what? I always would say that Gervonta Davis knocks out Ryan Garcia, and I still think that. But I actually think after watching Gervonta Davis of late, and after watching a bit of Ryan Garcia highlights and stuff, I think it was a fight which I'm still going to say that I think Gervonta Davis wins by knockout, because I think Ryan Garcia is too loose, too green, and Gervonta just looks a bit more polished than Ryan at this point. But I don't think it's a foregone conclusion. I think Ryan Garcia has attributes, as Ray pointed out. He has power. And he has speed as well. He has certain attributes. He's a little bit flat-footed, you know. He's a bit like Amir Khan. But he doesn't have, in my opinion, the boxing ability of Amir Khan. He doesn't have the foot speed of Amir Khan. He has a bit more power than Amir Khan. His hands aren't as quick as Khan's, in my opinion. You know. But he has the power. He has speed. But it's the feet. I don't think he's as nimble on his feet, which could be a problem against Davis. I will say this, though. I think Ryan Garcia could be dangerous, because Ryan Garcia is a lot taller than Tank. He does hit hard, and he's a big 135. So if he cracks Tank, you know... However, I think Tank's always shown he's got a pretty good chin. But again, that would be interesting, because Ryan Garcia is significantly bigger than Gervonta Davis. And Ryan Garcia can punch. And he's fast as well. I think Gervonta Davis will, you know, I don't think he's a guy that's going to box and move like Amir Khan. But I think Gervonta Davis... See, here's why I think Ryan Garcia would get knocked out by Gervonta Davis. Is because I think Ryan Garcia likes to stand and have a trade. You know, he likes to stand there and trade. And I don't think he's got the greatest chin, where if Gervonta hits him with an uppercut or hits him flush, I doubt whether he takes it. I doubt whether he'll be able to, you know, absorb it, because Davis can crack quite hard. And Davis, so far in his career, has shown he's got a pretty good chin. You know, I think the Cruz fight showed that. So, just going off what I've seen so far in their careers, I would favour Gervonta Davis by knockout. But I don't think it's as one-sided as what a lot of people may think. I think Ryan Garcia has attributes that could cause Tank Davis problems. And it's a fight that I think... Maybe a year ago, I probably would have said that, you know, Gervonta every day of the week. But now, after seeing Gervonta against Cruz, Ryan Garcia has been inactive. So... yeah, and he didn't look too good against Campbell, in the sense that he got dropped hard against Campbell. And Campbell's not really a big hitter. And Gervonta was right when he said, if Campbell can do that to you, what do you think I'll do that to you? Because naturally, if you get put down by a guy that's not a big puncher, what's a guy that's a big puncher that puts people out, that's known for his power, pound for pound, known for his power? What's he going to do? And that's true. You know, if you're getting put down by guys that aren't big punchers, then a big puncher is going to really hurt you if he lands. Ryan Garcia would have to fight a smart fight in that fight. I just don't think, from what I've seen from Ryan Garcia so far, I think he likes to trade. I think he likes to engage. If he's able to box and move, which, like I said, I don't think he's got the fastest feet in the world, and that would be a problem for him. Can he do that? Can he box and move against Gervonta? I don't know. I don't know whether he can. Maybe he can. Maybe he can, maybe he can't. I'm not sure. It's going to be very fascinating to see. I don't think he personally can. I don't think he can. I think personally, he's going to stand and trade with Gervonta, and that might be a mistake. You know, so if he can adopt a game plan for that fight where he can box and move and use his height and reach and box against Gervonta, which I'm not sure he can from what I've seen so far in his career, he may be able to stand a chance. And then he's got power as well, so he may be able to box and move and hit Gervonta with shots and hurt him in the process. Who knows? But if he stands and trades there like he has in the past, there's a good chance Gervonta is going to hit him with something and stop him or knock him out. Because Gervonta has got that kind of power. You know, if you look at all his fights, you know, bar Cruz, who is tough as nails, bar him, you know, and there is talk about Ryan Garcia fighting Cruz, which I don't think is going to happen. I don't think they're going to put... See, I think the problem is with Ryan Garcia is that Ryan Garcia is, as Ray pointed out, and Ray made a very good point, that Ryan Garcia's next fight is going to have to be against someone good. Because that's how they're trying to promote him. I think he needs to be against someone good, and he's not going to get a gimme fight. But the Isaac Cruz fight is a very dangerous fight, as Ray said. After such a long layoff, is it the right move to put him in with someone like Isaac Cruz? But at this point in Ryan Garcia's career, they have to take some kind of punt now. They have to, you know, he's fought Luke Campbell. They can't take a backward step now. There has to be someone like Fortuna, someone like Jojo Diaz, someone like Isaac Cruz. But the problem is those are risks and those are fights he could lose. And there's a lot to gain with Ryan Garcia financially. But I think Golden Boy are at the point now where they want to put him in. Like, look, Virgil Ortiz got thrown in against Kavilauskas. They have to take a risk eventually. There'll come a point where you have to throw him in the deep end and you have to see if he's able to swim. All right? And they put him in with Luke Campbell. You know, he managed, although he came through a scare, he managed to come through. Now they need to test him against someone tougher than that. But he's had a long time out. He's had issues. So, I don't know. It's a tough one with Golden Boy and Ryan Garcia and how they you know, maneuver him next. But we'll have to wait and see. But personally, I've got Gervonta knocking out Ryan Garcia. But I think the fight's a lot more closer. And it might be a lot more dangerous for Gervonta than we think. But that's just my opinion. Leave your thoughts anyway, guys. I want to talk about Anthony Joshua, Alexander Usyk. Great fight. It's been talked about in March, April. Can Anthony Joshua turn things around? Can he turn it on its head? Can he manage to beat Alexander Usyk? It's going to be tough. It's going to be very tough. I like AJ. I think AJ, you know, he works hard. He lives in the gym, and I like his attitude. I think, you know, he's in two minds right now. Who's he going to train with? Is he going to train with Robert McCracken? Is he going to leave Robert McCracken? We don't know what's going on there. There's a lot of confusion. If he is going to get a new trainer, is he going to have enough time to implement a game plan to beat Usyk? Are they going to be able to work on it? To be honest with you, I don't really think it's too much the trainer. I think it's his mindset, to be honest, that needs to be changed. He needs to be more ruthless. He needs to fight like the bigger man, like Timothy Bradley said. He needs to fight like a guy that's the heavyweight champion or the former heavyweight champion against a smaller guy. The only problem is I don't believe... The reason why AJ struggles to do that, in my opinion, because I don't know whether he trusts that he can take a shot that well. Also, if he was to do that and he was to start grappling with Usyk, is there a chance that AJ may get tired? And plus, you can't, listen, if you're not a grappler or you're not somebody that leans on somebody or you don't use your size like that, AJ's always been a guy that never does that. He boxes at range. He always just boxed at range. The only problem is against Usyk, that's just, look, Anthony, like people say Anthony Joshua, the way he fought against Klitschko. What did he do against Klitschko? He was boxing at range, and then after round, like he was boxing, and then in round 5, he started putting pressure on Klitschko. The only problem is Usyk is a very sharp fighter. So if Anthony Joshua starts pressing him like that, there's a chance that Alexander Usyk is going to catch Joshua. And right now, Joshua's mindset and his ability to take a shot, how many times did Usyk wobble him? And he wasn't even going gung-ho in that fight. Imagine if he becomes more aggressive and starts going for it. Usyk will have a lot of shots on him. And can AJ take those shots? Because every time Usyk landed a flush left hand, it looked like it hurt Joshua. This is what a lot of people don't understand. It's very hard for Joshua to do that because, like I said to you, He's being wobbled. He's being hurt when he's getting hit with shots by Usyk. We saw that in the first fight. So can he just go reckless and gung-ho and do that? He'll have to. If he wants to win the fight, he may have to. But I don't know. This is why I don't think he can beat Usyk, because I think you're telling somebody that to fight a way that they don't fight. Anthony Joshua doesn't fight the way he's got to fight to beat Alexander Usyk. Tyson Fury can fight like that. He can fight rough and dirty, but Joshua doesn't fight like that. Joshua likes to box at range and set up his shots. And that's how he's always knocked people out, even against Klitschko. You know, he hit him with an uppercut. But even like, if you look at all of the fights, even against Dillian White, you know, he was boxing at range and he landed a right hand over the top. Alexander Povetkin, same thing. Setting him up, setting up with a jab to the body, then a right hand over the top. That hurt. It's always boxing at range. And boxing at range against Usyk, because you're not going to catch Usyk with those type of shots. As soon as the fight started, Alexander Usyk, the movement, the angles, Joshua was totally confused. I think this is just a case where Alexander Usyk is just a superior boxer, and we're asking Anthony Joshua to do something that's not within his style. So that's going to take a long time to implement. That's not something that he's just going to be able to implement overnight. If he is going to change to him, he's going to like, basically asking him to be a pressure fighter, get on top of Usyk, fight like a bigger, but he doesn't fight like that. Joshua doesn't fight like that. He doesn't fight like a pressure fighter, like get on top of him, like, you know, give him no space, jump on him, like what Fury did to Wilder. He doesn't fight like that. And I don't think Joshua can adapt. Like Fury didn't fight like that until he fought against Wilder. But actually, Fury did fight like that. Against Cunningham, he did that. He jumped on him. He started becoming a pressure fighter, moving forward and jumping on him and wrestling with him. Jumping on him, you know, leaning on him. So Fury has done that even prior to Wilder. Whereas Joshua's never done that. Joshua likes to box at range. Hence why I think the fight against Usyk is going to be it's going to be difficult for him. You know, but heavyweight boxing is it's unpredictable. One punch and the whole fight changes. It's just whether, like, Usyk has shown a pretty good chin as well. So I don't know, man. I don't know whether Joshua can turn that fight around. Time will tell. But what do you guys think? Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Let me know what you think in the comment section. And guys, remember to please like, share, subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.